Hey! Is the noon train on time?
Supposed to be.
Feels like it's time.
Fair enough.
BBN Jackfruit. Jackfruit. So my camera's reversed, right? So when I move to this way, it's actually the opposite direction that you guys are seeing. With that being said, you can look at the shirts and shit. I don't know. If it would have been the right way, these words would be backwards. In any regard, how's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody is having a beautiful day. We gonna BS today and talk about things. This is apparently what we call the new year with the Roman calendar, and so a lot of people were celebrating last night. I did not. I don't really celebrate a lot of these holidays. I don't want to get into it, but I just don't. All right. With that being said, we want to talk today, and I'm going to go right to the thing I'm going to show y'all, because to be perfectly honest with you, we're going to have a short show today. Real short show. I only expect to be here about an hour, maybe, depending on if we have people in the comment section. I only expect to be here about an hour at the most. I don't expect to have a really long show today. With that being said, let me show you a couple of things real quick. Let's get right to it. All of the tools of the rights. So we have a situation, and hold on, this is my 2K partner. That's my 2K nigga? Hold on, I need a second. Hey, it's my 2K nigga. Nigga! It's crazy because I actually have like a lot of friends, but I stay to myself. So people don't really know how many friends I have. So people just assume I have no friends. But it's usually just the people that's in my business, and they shouldn't be minding my business in the first fucking place. So since they don't know all of my business, they just fill in the blanks and make things up. And then they make YouTube pages about random things that have nothing to do with me, but they say that it does. So I don't know what to tell you. With that being said, we have a suspect that has been arrested after a man was pushed in front of a subway. I am not going to show y'all the clip of the push. Well, you know what? Generally speaking, they cut the clip quick. So let's read the comment section real quick while I decide on whether I'm going to show at least a portion of the clip. Police say a suspect has been arrested. Police say a suspect has been arrested after a man was pushed onto the subject tracks near Chelsea Tuesday afternoon, according to police. The suspect, 23-year-old Kamel Hawkins, has been charged with second-degree attempted murder, second-degree assault. The victim, a 45-year-old man, who was shoved onto the subway tracks at 18th Street, Chelsea? Is that in Chelsea? Whatever. At around 1:30 p.m., he was struck by a southbound 1 train and rushed to Bellevue Hospital by first responders in critical condition. Authorities say that at this time, they believe that the attack was random. I got a couple of things that I want to say, and I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I blame all of this behavior on the Democrats. I'm going to say this again. I blame all of this behavior on the Democrats. I got people out here in the street mad at other people, not because they did a thing, but because you talking crazy about them. I'm going to say that again. The Democrats have people, not just black people, just people in general, mad at other people who did nothing at all because of the lies that they spew on their network. I blame the Democrats for a majority of the crime and violence that's being committed in liberal cities and liberal states. I live in New York City. This is considered a liberal city. We're about to turn red. New York is about to turn red. You could thank Kamala Harris. Got me? You could 100% thank Kamala Harris and her supporters. New York is about to turn red. I saw a Democratic politician the other day. The nigga looked shook. They know it's about to be up. You understand? They know it. They understand that the people are not happy with their policies. And instead of them being able to say, yo, you know what? I was wrong. And backtracking off of some of their bullshit, they go harder. We have a mental health crisis in New York City. In America, just in general, but in New York City. We have a 100% mental health crisis. Let me tell you about something that just happened. They did a study. And so there's this doctor. It's a woman. I only saw the article. I only saw the report once. So I didn't put everything to memory. But basically what happened was, what up, Azazel? So basically what happened was this. There was a study done with some children on puberty blockers. And they studied, they tracked them for about a year or something like that. Year, 2 years, something like that. And it was about 95 children. And the lady is refusing to give in her data. And there's other scientists that's saying that she's basically breaking the scientific code by not releasing the data. So basically, she doesn't want to release the data because the data is saying that by giving children that have these issues puberty blockers, you're not helping them. It's doing nothing except for sterilizing them. That's it. So she doesn't want to release the information. Why am I saying this? Why am I talking about this? Because that's what the Democrats do. They withhold all the information that helps our community because it is not in their best interest to let us know how we can go win. They have these maniacs in our subway. Let me show y'all this real quick for the people that wasn't.
And they cheated. And they cheated at every different level.
So they got maniacs in our subway.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. There. Go ahead. You think it's a game? Get back.
Like I said before, this is going to be a short show. Why am I saying all this? We have a real issue in America. And the issue is this. The people who y'all follow and love, they are lying to you. And instead of us as a community deciding that we're going to do something beneficial and we're going to actually do research, y'all just listen. Now, why is this the conversation that I'm having regarding the person getting pushed into the train? Easy. Why did they say that that dude has a long history with the police? How do you think he kept getting out? Anybody heard of Alvin Bragg's policies? Alvin Bragg wants to keep the actual criminals out on the street, and they also want to defund the police. He works for the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party wants the police defunded, and also, just so we can be clear, his mandate is to keep allowing these violent criminals back onto the street. Now you know why niggas is getting pushed in front of trains. Now you know why people is being set on fire. Now you know why they got maniacs on the train that could barely stand up straight, but he think he gonna win a knife fight. Think that nigga was gonna win a knife fight, nigga? He could barely stand up. And then he's gonna probably, oh. You think he gonna win a knife fight? I'm gonna say this because I bring this up, but because I can't express this strongly enough. I was attacked on the train by a nigga dual wielding. The freaking homeless guy, he looked homeless, so I'm assuming he was. He could have just been a drug addict. He had a box cutter. The cane was actually in this hand, and he had a box cutter in this hand. When I'm looking at him, it's the reverse side, obviously. But he had a cane in this hand. He had a box cutter in this hand, and we on a small fucking train, and this nigga coming at me. I was on. If you spray bear spray on a train car, you gonna fuck everybody up, fam. Maybe just regular mace. You know what bear spray is? Bear spray is like, most of the time it comes in a can like this. It got the handle right here, and you spray like that, and that shit go everywhere. Bear spray? Maybe some mace. Mace will work, fam. You tried to fuck that person up? The bystanders? Yourself? Whoever come near y'all 20 minutes after? I know, I get it. I just thought that was funny. Yeah, no. Yeah. But I was on the train. So what was I supposed to do when I pull out the bear spray? I would have fucked everybody up. Yo, if y'all don't understand what bear spray do, fam. Whoa! Trying to kill it. Somebody might have died. If the wrong person gets sprayed with bear spray, they might die. I am not capping. That shit gonna fuck up your respiratory system and everything else so bad. You hit the wrong person with bear spray, that might be it. Great comment, by the way. In any regard. So we have this issue in New York City. Also, and I want to say this to be clear. Obviously, the mayor is not in favor of letting all of these weirdos free. The mayor is not in favor of this. I keep telling y'all, dude is turning MAGA. I keep telling y'all, if he thought that he can get reelected going to be a Republican, he would have switched already. I promise you. Because the Democrats have been shitting on him, and he's still got to be in bed with them. Zazu says, I'll use it on a crazy crackhead. I've been attacked before. You know how strong someone on PCP is. I'll take my chances with the bear mace. I'm going to tell you a story real quick, because we just bullshitting. This is not a real show. Not today. We just, BSing. We are talking about a serious matter. So, when I was a kid, I heard about a story. I have a cousin. His name is Bernard. So, before I tell you about Bernard, I need to stress to you that his father was the one that when the relatives went to his house, he had the boxing ring in the basement with the gloves. And everybody had to get in the ring for the most part as soon as you was like of age to go to school. So all of my cousins and brothers, all of my brothers on my father's kids, and my cousins on that side of the family get busy. So his son, Bernard, Uncle Frank, shout out to Uncle Frank, rest in peace. His son, Bernard, had a friend named Jamaican Steve. I'm not going to go into their antics because it's not even going to be shit to laugh about. But I will tell you about the time they had a fight at the top of the hill, a Hennessy place. So Hennessy place, I love showing y'all the map. Hold on. So, this is Hennessy Place. I grew up in this area. Alright? This is West Burnside. This is Hennessy Place. Can we change the view? Boom. So I grew up. Okay, this isn't Hennessy Place. This is this is a Hennessy Place. This is the down the block. Why am I all the way down the fucking block? Hold on. This is nothing. It's right up the street. Coincidentally, my college was over here. I don't think you can see the buildings there. That's Andrews. Hold on. I had to dip down one of these streets. Hold on. I think I'm just going the long way. I like doing it like this sometimes so I can show y'all the neighborhood. I think I'm supposed to dip down one of these. Just do it the other way. I put Hennessy Place in, and the nigga sent me completely somewhere else. Hold on. No, we're not doing that. This is Hennessy Place. Boom. I'm gonna go there, rat bastard. Okay, now I gotta hit the right one. Bam! There we go. Hennessy Place. So, this is where the house used to be. This is where we used to live at. This is Hennessy Place. So this is how the neighborhood looks now. When I was growing up, this whole building was abandoned. So this was an abandoned building. This whole entire building was abandoned. That whole building. In any regard, hold on. So, hold on, I flipped the screen by accident. So, my cousin had a fight. We used to come down this hill with bikes like a fucking madman. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all the bottom of the hill in a second, so you can understand just how crazy niggas was. And we used to play bike tag up here. Like this is where we played bike tag up. With a whole street we played bike tag on, but we played bike tag. And you know, sometimes you gotta tag the guy, and y'all gotta tag wheel to wheel. Sometimes everybody fall on the floor. This is what happens. In any regard, imagine playing tag on bikes, fam. We played tag on bikes. I don't. Has anybody else ever done that? Put it in the chat. I'm curious. We played tag on bikes, my nigga. Anyway, so up here they had a fight up here, right at the top of Hennessy Place, right? And when they had this fight, my cousin Bernard was just tagging him, bang, 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 tagging him, killing him. But dude allegedly was so hopped up on some drug that even though my cousin was hitting him with the brass knuckles on and everything, he didn't feel nothing. And he was just walking through the shots. And my cousin was hitting him with brass knuckles. And if you know anything like brass knuckles, so he might have been on PCP. So when you said the PCP comment, that reminded me of the story. You think that part of the Bronx looks nice? Okay. This is not a, don't go there, by the way. This is not, I'm just going to explain, I'm going to say this. Don't go there if you don't know nobody. But yeah, it looks nice, whatever. Don't go there if you don't know nobody. So we used to, I'm so serious. So this hill is a lot steeper than it looks right here. And we used to ride down this hill. And let me show you what's at the bottom of the hill. Because we used to go down this hill as fast as we possibly can. This is way steeper than it looks. I promise you. And look, it's at the bottom of the hill. We was fucking bananas. Look at the bottom of the fucking hill, fam. And we used to come down this hill. When I was growing up, the arcade, the main arcade that we used to go to that had all of the dope games was over there. So we used to go flying down this hill. Bam! This hill was like 2 times steeper than you looking at it. I promise you. Alright, show y'all a little bit of history real quick. We used to poop in this park over here. I forgot what this park is called. It's not Francigo. It's not Roberto Clemente. It's a different. I went to Bronx Community College, by the way. I had to leave. I beat some dude up. It was bad. They went to call the cops on me. It's a whole nother story though. All right, so hold on. Cedric Avenue. This is Cedric Avenue. You know what Cedric Avenue is, right? You know what Cedric Avenue is, right? Mama, I keep telling y'all, I grew up near Cedric fucking Avenue. Not only did I grow up near Cedric Avenue, I grew up near Cedric Avenue where the damn party happened. I grew up where the fucking spot is. That's the big deal. Keep telling y'all, stop listening to haters, fam. Niggas that ain't never been, fuck. Niggas that ain't never been outside is always talking crazy about other niggas. That's River Park Towers for everybody that don't know. And that's Roberto Clemente State Park over here. That's River Park Towers. This is the neighborhood that you said, it looks nice. Visit if you want, fam. I don't encourage it. I'm telling you I don't encourage it. We grew up beefing with these niggas. Well, not really, because my cousins, I didn't, I didn't live in the neighborhood, and so, whatever. But my cousins used to be banging the broads over there all the time. So they used to always, not just my cousins, but the block, like the niggas on the block used to always be banging those broads over there. So niggas used to always have beef with them. Because, you're going to have beef with the niggas that's coming to your neighborhood to bang your broads. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. This nigga, we don't know that nigga. He banging our broads. So, yeah. So, there was, beef a little something with those dudes. So, and just so we can be clear, River Park Towers have always, it's never been soft. It's never been, they've always been on the type of time they on now. Just so we could be clear. They're always on the type of time that they're on now. Just so we could be clear. Just so we could be clear. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Fam, I was outside, fam. I was everywhere, fam. Everywhere. I didn't have no parents. You understand? You know how you got parents? You got people that care about? I didn't have none of that. So I just went wherever I wanted to go. Wherever I wanted to go. I'm 8, 9 years old. Let me show y'all how far that house is from my house. I'm 8, 9 years old and I used to walk this distance by myself. Let me show y'all how far this is real quick. Why do I keep hitting that button? Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm 8, 9 years old. What the fuck? I went the other map. Expand. Right? And so at 8, 9 years old, I used to walk from. You see where that dot is right here? I'm 8, 9 years old. I mean, I was doing it before then, but that's a whole nother story. I'm 8, 9 years old, and I used to walk from here, Hennessy Place. (183rd, 180) to this block. So I lived about there in the block. That should be where I lived at. So I used to walk from here to here at 8 years old by myself. And what you got to understand is I didn't spend the night every time. So I walked from home to over here by myself. And then at the end of the day, you know, it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm 8, 9 years old. I walk back home because I don't got parents. You know, I don't have parents. I don't got people that care, you know, for lack of a better, you know, explanation. I don't have parents. So I'm 8, 9 years old. And if you know anything about these areas I'm walking through, I'm going to show y'all something else a little bit wilder that I used to do when I turned 12. So if you know anything about these areas I used to walk through, let me just show y'all some of these areas real quick. This is 183rd, motherfucker. What's the word? Hold on, we ain't done. This is the avenues I was walking through. This is Tremont Ave. This is the area I lived in. This is Burnside Ave. Don't tell me you don't know about Burnside, Tremont, Walton, Jerome, Davison. These are the areas. I'm 8, 9 years old. I'm walking through these places 9, 10 o'clock at night. Burnside, University Ave. These are the places. So, but hold on, that's nothing. Let me show y'all something else real quick. What up to the few? Fam, I'm 8, 9 years old. I don't have no parents. Don't nobody care if I live or die. I don't know no other better way to explain this. They don't care if I live or die. So hold on. You think that's far? Oh shit. Thank you. So I used to walk from, I hate when I gotta repeat myself because I fuck up. See, this is Park Ave, right? So I used to live between 181st and 182nd in Park Ave. That's right here, right? I used to walk from here. You gotta walk this way. And you know, you can walk multiple different ways. So just depending on the way you wanted to walk that day. So first of all, this is 1 fucking 80th. If you know anything about 180th, this is what I mean by y'all niggas don't really understand what's going on in the Bronx. Y'all just, and I know that because y'all keep thinking the Bronx is just black people. So this is 180th. If you know anything about 180th, you know anything about, this is where I live. Washington Ave, Bathgate Ave, 3rd Ave. Arthur Ave, Hughes Ave. This is where I lived. Now this is Webster Ave. You know anything about Webster? This is why I went Valentine Ave. You know anything about Raya Ave? Y'all know anything about these places, or am I just saying names and you just think that this is where suckers live? Because you don't know no better. Creston, Morris, Walton, Jerome. This is where I had to walk through. I'm 8, 9 years old. Hennessy Place was crazy. Lauren Place was as bad as Hennessy Place. Felon Place was bad as all of those. This whole area was just violence and crime. The whole area. Imagine how many of y'all never been to the Bronx and I'm saying these places and y'all have heard of these places before. So hold on. Let me show y'all something else. So I used to walk from, when I turned about 12 years old and I found out where my stepmother lived, I used to walk from here. Why are they not putting a big red dot up there? Anyway, so I used to walk from here. There we go. I used to walk from about right here, because that's about where I lived, right, to here. Concourse Village West. Could we make the map a little bit smaller so you can understand how far that is? So I used to walk from, damn, you can't even, because the damn thing ain't even gonna, sheesh. So I used to walk from here. Could we get a damn, where's the thing where it makes the mark? Anyway, so I used to walk from here. See how where that's at? To here. I'm like 11, 12 years old. (158th) Melrose, Cortland, Morris, Concourse Village. To here. That's 158th Street. My freaking apartment was literally in the middle building, so it's right where I put the damn thing at damn near. So, yeah. So I used to walk that way by myself, and then I had to walk back home. So I'd walk over there, and it'll probably be like in the middle of the day, I don't know, noon or some shit. And then, you know, I walk back home. By the time I'm walking home, it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So hold on, let's look at some of these neighborhoods I gotta walk through real quick. So, just so we could be clear, I start here. That should be between 181st and 182nd. I like how they got the arrows so you know the direction the cars travel. And so I'm walking, right? And you might not know the type of person I am, so the things that I'm going to say is going to sound insane, but I did this, and it's just because it was like, who's going to stop me? So I would walk down fucking Webster Ave. Do y'all know about Webster Projects? Because I would literally walk through Webster Projects. Do y'all know about Webster Projects? You know about Webster? I don't know if y'all know about Webster Projects. Go check it out. Go find out about Webster Projects. So I would basically walk through Webster Projects, right? That would be somewhere closer over here, because this is that McDonald's, right? So the Webster Projects would be in this area, just so we could be clear. So I will walk through Webster Projects, because this is the most direct line. So I went there, that's just the way I walked. Look. And then we got to cross over because Webster turns into, what street Webster turns into? Melrose. Webster turns into Melrose. So, you know, right here, just there's no more Webster Ave. It turns into Melrose and Brook Avenue, whatever the fuck. So, right here is like a bridge area and shit. I'll show you. Is this it? I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, that looks like, yeah, see, the bridge area. See, I told you there was like a bridge. The 65th. No, now look at the places around the area. Clay Ave, Teller Ave, Finley Ave. Man, like what the fuck do y'all think I grew up in? And might I add to you, this is the time in the era where every block had their own crew. There was no Bloods and there was no Crips. Alright? There was no Bloods and there was no Crips. Every block had their own gang. They had their own, we didn't call them gangs, they called them crews. So every block had its own crew. And some blocks had 2 and 3 different crews on them. If you know anything about New York City. And I continued to make that walk until I moved when I was about 14 or 15 years old. So for 2 years, the niggas I grew up with thought I was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is you doing, man? Take the bus. I couldn't take the bus going there. I had no money. But my stepmother gave me money. I could take the bus going back. I just didn't. Why am I going to take the bus? It's only like, how many miles? It's only a couple of miles. About 6 miles or some shit. That's it. That's walking distance. That's walking distance. 6 miles. I mean, I didn't drink coffee back then, but if I would have had a hot chocolate, it would have been gold. Nice. I love going on walks also, by the way. This might be why I grew up walking a lot. I had no parents. Didn't really have a parent until Bertha Taylor into my life. I didn't have no parents. R.I.P. Bertha Taylor. We love her. And I just realized that my mic's been down there this whole entire time. Y'all can hear me? I just realized because I take the mic off of the thing when I'm not going. Y'all can hear me? Shout out to the fact that y'all was able to hear me, even though I forgot I didn't have no mic in front of me. Sheesh. Yeah, so I be going on dumb long walks. So I love to walk. Like, this might be why I love to walk. Might be why. Love to walk. I go take walks by myself. Like, I just be in the house and I just go take a walk, man. Shout out to somebody just sent a donation to my Cash App. I mean, to my PayPal. Generally speaking, I don't get donations to my PayPal. So I'm like, what in the heck? And first of all, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to find your name so I can give you a shout out. Yeah, this might be a non-starter. I don't even know how to use the damn app no more because I don't be in here. Sheesh. All right, so somebody sent the donation. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Definitely appreciate you. I'm going to where it says recent, but they only showing. Oh, shout out to. I'm going to call you L.O. Jemison because I don't want to say your whole name. Shout out to L.O. Jemisons over here with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I'm very happy that somebody is loving the show this morning. Very happy that somebody is loving the show this morning. Shout out to Lakers. Salute Lakers. Coffee is on yous over there, Lakers newses. You're about to get stalked, by the way. So I'm so sorry for that. But, you know, some people that got stalked actually appreciated the attention. Not for nothing. I have a couple of people that donated and they was getting stalked, and the whole entire time they loved it. They felt like they was like really on social media. They wanted me to go back and forth with the people that was attacking them because they was like, you know, but I was like, this is not my thing. And they was like, they respect it. Thank yous. Thank yous very much. With that being said, so yeah, so that's where I grew up at. That's why I'm looking at people. And just so you could get an understanding about like what the neighborhood is that I'm telling you I used to live in, let me show you something else real quick. Because, you know, we bullshitting. We just having fun this morning. So I lived here, right? This is Fordham Road. If you know anything about Fordham Road, look, I lived here. This is Fordham Road. That's Fordham Road. I literally grew up in an area that was one of the most dangerous parts of New York City in the 80s. These are just facts. And I went everywhere by myself, did what I wanted to do, and just moved. I moved alone. My main friend was Freddie, and his mother, a beautiful woman. Shout out to Ada. beautiful woman. Shout out to his sister also. I wanted to marry his sister, Nilsa. I always thought like me and his sister was gonna eventually get married. Like I was gonna grow up and marry her. She's Puerto Rican. They all Puerto Rican. I don't know what to tell you. So I used to live near Gun Hill too. Hold on, I'll show y'all that. So I used to live near Paulden. I used to live right off of Paulden, between Paulden and on 214. Hold on, I'll show you in a minute, but hold on. So I didn't even have the screen up and I was showing y'all all of that. So I want to show y'all something real quick, and then I'm going to show y'all some other stuff real quick since we're looking at the map today. So I grew up living 186, 181st, 182nd. Boom. That's Fordham Road. Y'all can see my cursor, right? That's Fordham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not even 10 blocks away. That's Fordham. Hold on. I'm going to hit you in the head even more. Do y'all remember Larry Davis? So I went to school with his niece. Park Ave. They lived over. That's 183rd. It was over here. Who you think lived in these buildings? I believe this is the buildings that they actually ended up eventually arresting him in. I went to school with his niece. Shout out, I ain't gonna call, I call her name. Just for the flex. Shout out to Wylon. Dude, is that Chinese food restaurants never close down in the hood? But I'm gonna check. And there was nothing here. This used to be an empty lot. That used to be an empty lot. This is my first Chinese. And my uncle used to run this YMCA. That's a YMCA. My uncle, not my uncle, my cousin. He's so much older than me. Shout out to rest in peace to Jackie Knowles. This is the PAL. He used to run this PAL. This is the PAL that he found Malik Sealy in. Malik Sealy from the Bronx. That's the PAL he found Malik Sealy in. I'm wondering if the Chinese food restaurant is still over here. Chinese food restaurants don't close down. I don't see them here. African restaurants. King Chef. That might be it right there. That might be it. Done. Nope. Because that looks, it might be. It might be. I don't know. Yeah, so this is, so that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Nigga, y'all really don't know who y'all be talking to. Because I'm not like a boisterous person and, you know, whatever. Y'all really don't know who y'all be talking to. Like, y'all really talking to a nigga that was dead, fam. I ain't got a cap. That's the laundromat. This store right here, I'm gonna tell you the stores. There was a store. There was a bodega that used to be right here. I used to play video games there, and that was one of the stores I had to go to try to steal from, because I had no parents. I had nobody. And this is another store I had to go steal from, because I had nobody. So nobody cared, you know. It is what it is. What the fuck? Oh, there you go. Right here. I was about to say, where the hell's the store? It used to be, I remember it being on a corner. It used to be a church across the street, right? Yeah, that's a church. The store used to be right here. I guess that's the store. Maybe, yeah, that could be. I don't know. Anyway, so I stole some kids' Voltron toys from this building. So I went to some kid's house that he was, I guess it was a friend or some shit. I don't know. I didn't even went there once. And I asked him, could I borrow his Voltron toys? And he let me borrow them. But I was never able, I never saw them again. It was Black Lion, Blue Lion, and I believe the Green Lion. But at one point, I had the whole entire Voltron thing, but I didn't get toys bought for me. So, okay, so hold on. Let me show you something. So there's this super cute girl named Leslie Rush, and she used to live in one of these buildings. And I used to walk past one of these houses right here. Her name was Leslie Rush. Cutest girl. Black girl also. I'm just going to just add that. And I used to just walk past this block all the time, just trying to just see her. I was a little shy nigga. Fix that, you city! I was a little shy nigga. This is Bassford Avenue, by the way. I was a little shy nigga. That's PS59. That's the school I went to. This store over here was called Manny's. I don't know what it's called now. That's the back in the day when every store had a name and shit. But you called it like whoever was the person that ran the store. You understand what I'm saying? So this used to be Manny's store. This was not there. This was all rubble. When I was growing up, this was all rubble and abandoned building bricks. This whole area was nothing but rubble and abandoned building bricks. I could literally walk through the rubble and go to my backyard. Manny's. They used to have the first place in the neighborhood that had the dollar heroes. That was, you know what I'm saying? You go there, you got a hero. It's only $1. They throw a little bit of cheese, a little bit of meat on it. So, you know, I used to just be, sometimes I spend the whole day trying to get $1. The whole entire day trying to get $1 so I could go get they changed the fences. So when I was growing up, these fences, that's a garden, by the way. That's a garden. That's the school's, that's the neighborhood garden. The school has a garden too. I'm going to show you it in a minute. So, and this is one of the reasons why I love PS59 and some of the things that they were doing in that school. We really need to branch out and start doing more places. Hold on. Azazel says, my other auntie lived in the South Bronx where that railroad run through. That was wild. It was gunshot. Where the railroad run through a lot of places in the South Bronx. It's like a lot. Well, in the Bronx in general. There is no railroad in the South Bronx. But I get it. I get what you're saying, but there's no actual, not in the South Bronx. I'll show you what I know you to be talking about. Give me 2 seconds. So, this used to have a different type of fence here. And the fence they used to have is like the chain link fence. So you would be able to literally just open the fence and walk to the store from the school. So, anyway. I'm going to show you the school had and I think every school needs to have this too. And I think that this is PS59. I want to be able to just make it big so bad so I could just go back and donate to my school. You don't know. I want to go back and give this school money so bad. I wouldn't be alive if not for the programs that this school had. I wouldn't be alive. I would have probably starved to death. Just being honest with you. I would have probably starved to death. PS59. I hate the fact that they took away everybody's. This used to be where we played at. You know, the boys play on this side and then the girls, that fence used to not be there either. And now that I'm thinking about it, they had us outside playing in this. There was no fence here. Any kid could have just ran out into the street and did whatever they wanted to do. We just didn't. And the girls' yard was on this side for the most part. So there's a girls' yard on that side and the boys' yard used to be on the other side. What up, washable marker? Yeah, we just, you know, I'm a little bit of reminiscing, a little bit of just bullshit. So I'm going to show you what train tracks you might be talking about. And also, this is not a neighborhood to go to and think niggas is sweet. I promise you, niggas will leave you somewhere. This is that same neighborhood that they killed Junior in. I'll show you in a minute. Same neighborhood they killed Junior in. You talking about these train tracks? All of this, I just want to show y'all something real quick. All of this was rubble. There were no buildings here when I was growing up. This was all just a yard of bricks. Like, y'all don't understand. It was just burned down buildings and shit. That's it. So this is the train you might be talking about. That train. How did I know that that train was there? What the fuck is this about? They put a bike lane. These niggas is weirdos. They put a bike lane. Oh, man, I hate liberals. So I grew up in this here. All right, so okay, so you talking about something else. Copy. So you might ask. So I think I have an idea. You might be talking about. I know all the bridges. So there's one bridge that got the train under it. You said I think about it. So I used to live here. This used to be my house. It used to be brown when I was growing up. My name, my government name, is still in the cement right here on the ground. When you go there, it's gonna say Sean, and then it's gonna have a paw print. That's me. It's still there to this day. This house used to be brown. My father paid this dude named Don to make these stairs. Those stairs are still there, concrete. Same stairs. We used to have wooden stairs, but they were like fucked up, you know. And then Don was like, I think he was banging my aunt, to be honest with you. So he was a like a handyman and shit. I think he was banging my aunt. I'm just being honest with you. But this was like in the era that, you know, you kept shit out of. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, so that's part of it. And this house was abandoned. No one lived there. Like, they moved out. So this was an abandoned house. And I think there was a house here too that was abandoned, and they knocked it down and put this there. But that was an abandoned house. There used to not be no thing here. There was a house. And these are my neighbors. And I used to always think they had. I used to always be like, they got the nicest house on the block. Look at the house. I went inside one time. It was really nice. It was really, really nice. Shout out to them. They were never allowed to have company, by the way. But also, like, you know. Shout out to their family, because they used to buy me gifts for Christmas sometimes. Like, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, something else I wanted to show y'all real quick. Oh shit, it turned around. Something else I want to show y'all real quick. This used to be a tire shop over here. On this corner, it used to be a tire shop. Oh, my friend, my best friend, or I don't know if I was his best friend, but right, my favorite friend, I'll say. He was my favorite friend. He used to live here, Ada, and with his sister and his, they used to live here. So we used to play right here. So I'll come down the block and we'll play right there. With all like the G.I. Joes and whatever we had. He had G.I. Joes. He wasn't really a Transformer guy. So his mom's like bought him like every G.I. Joe that came out. Shout out to Ada. Shout out to Freddie. Shout out to Nilsa. Because he would just let me hold his toys. So his mom's, and I think that this is what she was doing. She know I didn't have nobody. Like, everybody in the block know I didn't have nobody. Everybody knew who I was. They knew who my father was. We all live in the same neighborhood. And then all of a sudden, you know, my father, you don't see him. My brothers all move. And then my father, you don't see him 8, 9, 10 months. You forget he even lived in the area, but you keep seeing me. So, you know, people knew. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't allow him to have friends over. I was like the only friend she allowed to come to the house. He wasn't allowed to have friends over. When his friends, like when The few times his friends came over that I saw, at least, with the exception of this one kid, because the kid was like, he lived here. With the exception of the one kid that lived here, they had to stay outside. I was allowed in the home. You know, I was allowed in the home. In the winter, we couldn't play out here, so they allowed me in the home. And I can never repay them. Anyway, so Azazu says, you got to know which line that is because everyone who's from the Bronx knows it. But I'm not from there. I just used to go there occasionally. All right, so you're talking about the MTA. Copy. That's not the MTA, by the way. That's the other train. I forgot what they call it right now. Just slipping my mind. My brain is going like tons of different things. But this train is not the MTA. So, no, that's a different train. But, no, I get you. Boom. Let's go. Anything y'all want to see in New York City? Like, y'all like, yo, man, I wanted to go and see all of the things. My uncle used to own this thing over here. I'm going to show you something. My Uncle Frank. Shout out to Uncle Frank. I just went past 180th. So my uncle bought this over here. He ended up selling it. So he used to own all of this. He ended up selling it. I'm not sure why he sold it. I think he just sold it because he was into a whole bunch of illegal shit. Yeah, he was into a lot of illegal shit. That's the sanitation place. Anyway, so he used to own this lot. And not just that lot, but he also used to own the lot and this building. He used to own that lot in this building. Rest in peace to Uncle Frank. I can't tell you about his relationship with anybody else, but he was good to me. Always gonna look at him favorably. It's just different when the people that's supposed to care don't, you know? It's just different. Like, you just look at the world different. I think God made that happen. So my perspective, because he needed me to have a certain perspective because of whatever, you know, God has things he wants all of us to do. And I think he just needed me to have a certain perspective. And that's the way I take it. That's the way I take it. Because you just think different when you see other people who have no obligation to you love you. And then the people who are supposed to love you, they just don't. You know? Just look at the world different. I used to walk through here too. Let me show you. Let me show you. So I used to go in the Hennessy place. I used to walk through this shit too. And now that I'm thinking about this shit, I'm like, why in the fuck did I always go the most dangerous routes? Like, there was much less dangerous routes than walking through this project. I didn't even need to walk through this project. So when I was going to Hennessy place, I walked that way. But when I was going to... Damn, it's just all the way down the block. We on Webster Ave. This is where one of the best nightclubs ever used to be. At one point, it was the Fever, but they changed the name like a ton of times. So I'm saying the Fever, but the people that know what this is, they gonna be like, no, it wasn't. It was something else. It was originally the Fever. All right, originally. I live right down the block. I'm telling you, it was originally the Fever. White Castles. That's the first White Castle I ever went to. My cousin comes over, and they move in. She moves in with her kids. Did she have kids at that point? I think she had like 1 or 2 kids. Long story. So my cousin Bernard initially moved in because my house, as you can see, is not a single family house. It's a 2-family house, but I used to live there alone. So for whatever the reason is, they convinced my father to allow them to come through, or my father asked them to come. So they stayed living with me for like a year. I forgot why they moved, but it could be just because, violence and, guys was, my cousins and, they was up to no good. It is what it is. They was up to trying to survive in this world. And let me put it like that, because they weren't bad. Well, that wasn't mine. I'm just going to be quiet, because I'm not going to stand here and lie. So this is Webster Projects. So I'm coming down here through Park Avenue. Remember, I live on Park Avenue. Did I turn? No, that's Webster. So this is Park Avenue, right? So I live on Park Avenue. This is Park Avenue. So I'm walking on this block, basically. So this is Webster Projects. So I either walk this way. Sometimes I walk the 3rd Avenue way. Sometimes I walk the Webster way. Sometimes I walk this way and cut through the projects. I didn't have no sense. It's not that I didn't know that the projects was dangerous. You understand? I just didn't care. What you gonna do? Kill me? And then what? All my problems go away. I just didn't care. Anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? I told you I was only going to be live for an hour. It's an hour. What else y'all want to talk about? Come on, I bullshit with y'all for a minute. I'm over here reminiscing. Shit. You just look at the world different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think a lot of people just don't understand how far you can, like, how important it is to just try to be kind to others. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's just something that God taught me at a very, very young age. And that's why I feel so bad nowadays, because I'm not even allowed to be, like, where I live at. I can't even be kind to people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't even be nice to people. So I don't have, like, so I can't even be myself. Like, so much of my personality has to deal with me being kind, me being happy, in a good mood, me trying to make sure that you're in a good mood, me trying to, and like, so much of my personality is that. But I currently live somewhere where I just, that being that way is the, like, even though anywhere else it's a good idea, it's not here. Wow, 10 killed, over 35 people injured after man drives through crowd on Bourbon Street. I don't understand what that is, so I'm not going to read it. That was a rap? It looked like you might have been writing a rap. You go pro and make a video.
Yeah. Make you cry like a baby, yo. Let's go pro and make a video. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get a link real quick.
Are you ready to fight?
To send it to somebody. Boom. No, thank you for bringing that up, Andrew. No, that absolutely, I'll pull that up. Let's pull it up. That absolutely falls in line with the narrative that we're speaking on today about how we have all of these people who have mental health problems in America. And I believe a lot of these people that got mental health problems are acting out because of the Democratic Party. And that also goes for the people who will be labeled as terrorists. You know how many terrorists we have in America now because of the border? I don't understand how you Democratic voters think that the open border is a good idea. I think y'all just don't want to admit you're wrong. That's it. That's all I think it is. I think you just don't want to admit you're wrong. So you don't care if we all die. You don't care if there's nuclear holocaust. You don't care. As long as you don't have to admit you're wrong. And that's how come we know that the Democratic Party is ran by women. And no, I'm not being facetious. The suspect who drove a vehicle at high speed into a crowd of facetious. So the suspect who drove a vehicle at high speed into a crowd of revelers in New Orleans. Hold on. We got an update. Hold on. Let's look at the other one first. The suspect who drove a vehicle at a high speed into a crowd of revelers in New Orleans in New York on New Year's Day was killed after a firefight with police. Law enforcement told AP Press, Associated Press. The officers were not authorized to discuss details of an investigation publicly and spoke to AP on condition of anonymity. 10 people were killed and 3 were injured after the suspect rammed the vehicle at high speed into a crowd of pedestrians in New Orleans' bustling French Quarter district. What up, Lou? What up, Lou? Salute. The area is known worldwide as one of the largest destinations. Though I got the screen on right because sometimes I don't. The area is known worldwide as one of the largest destinations for New Year's Eve parties, and the crowd in the city ballooning in anticipation of the Sugar Bowl college football playoff game at the nearby Superdome later that day. So I want to say something real quick, and that's this. So I have no interest in going a lot of places because I think they're synonymous with sin. Although I would love to walk through and see Bourbon Street and go to New Orleans and look at the things, I want to go during the day more than I would want to go during the night because I have zero interest in being involved in any of the shenanigans. The FBI said in a statement that it was heading an investigation with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. At a news conference, New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell described the killing as a terrorist attack, and the city's chief said that the act was clearly intentional. Alethea Duncan, an assistant special agent in charge at the FBI's New Orleans field office, said officials are investigating the discovery of at least one suspected improvised explosive device at the scene. Whit Davis, 22, told CNN he was leaving the club at the time of the attack. It was an attack. I was leaving the club. Things happened. Everyone started yelling and screaming and running to the back. Then we basically went into lockdown for a little bit and it calmed down. But they wouldn't let us leave, Davis said. When they finally let us out the club, police waved us where to walk and were telling us to get out of the area fast. I saw a few dead bodies. They couldn't even cover up, and tons of people receiving first aid. Police Commissioner Ann Kirk. So everybody that runs this city is a woman? I mean, I'm just saying. They have no males in charge of anything? Anyway. Just thought that's interesting. I don't think there's anything wrong with women being in charge of stuff, just so we could be clear. But I keep hearing about how women are so oppressed. But I keep seeing all of these cities where the people running the cities are women. So which women are we talking about that's so oppressed? Police Commissioner Ann Kirkpatrick said police officers would work to ensure safety at the Sugar Bowl, indicating the game would go on as scheduled. She said that the suspect was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did. It was very intentional behavior. The man was trying to run over as many people as he could. The two police officers who were shot after the driver emerged from the truck in stable condition, she said. Zazu says, no, there's something wrong with women. No, I mean, if you put the right person in charge, it don't matter if they are a male or a woman. So the other day I was having a conversation with y'all, and I was talking about my stepmother and how much, I miss her. It is what it is. And one of the main reasons why I love her so much and miss her so much, she's like the only woman I know that I could ask advice from. I don't know I don't think I've ever known any woman. The next closest is Kendra. Like, I don't know no woman I can ask for advice from and expect to get an answer back that would, be helpful or be good for me. Like I told you, I think Bertha Taylor, she's probably the smartest woman that I've ever, known. Like, I've probably come into contact with other females that are extremely intelligent. Don't get it confused. But as far as, somebody that I know, she's probably the smartest woman I know. She didn't make me feel bad for being intelligent. I got picked on a lot for being smart, jokes, so you gotta smack a fool. And then people say I got attitude problem. I don't got an attitude problem. You came and started shit with me, and now there's a situation. I don't have to take your joke. I don't think your joke is funny. I think your joke is an insult. So therefore, I'm gonna respond back in kind. Don't play with me. Like that. Don't play with me. And that just goes in general. I've never been that nigga. That's why they told all of these people to run around Coney Island and try to play pranks and stuff like that. I'm not that nigga. I'm not supposed to use the word hate. But I can't even explain to you how much I dislike you people. Because God would be mad at me. I think that's the best way for me to explain what I'm trying to say. All of you people that think it's funny to come, if I try to explain how much I dislike you, God would be mad at me. New Orleans terror attack, live update. Suspect dead after ramming a crowd of New Year's revelers, killing at least 10. New Year's celebration turned out these people was maniacs, fam. They've convinced so many people that the world is over because Donald Trump won the election. These niggas is dangerous. The killer drove a white truck with a black flag on the back with the barricades in the corner of the Watch, you're going to find out he a Republican. You're going to find out he a Democrat posing as a Republican. Watch. New Orleans Mayor Latoya Cantrell described the assault as a terrorist attack. It's a terrorist attack. The FBI, first of all, just so we could be clear, a person doesn't have to be part of a terrorist organization to do something that's terrorism. All they have to do is do an act, and that act has to be explicitly for the purpose of terrorizing a community. So that means that the drug dealer in the neighborhood that's running around threatening people, he's doing terrorist acts. The drug dealer in the neighborhood that's not threatening people, he's not doing terrorist acts. language is important. Remember the other day somebody was like, why is a name important? I have not been to Mardi Gras. I don't want to go to the things like that. I think that might remove me from God's sight. I don't want to go to things like that. Like half of the time, I'm going to tell you how real it is with me. Half of the time, I won't date somebody if I don't think that I can worship the Most High with them. So that's why a lot of times I just don't even look at females. Like there's just like, y'all beautiful. Don't get it confused. But just because you're attractive, that don't mean that I want to have a relationship with you. Like I'm a man. I'm past the I want to hit that. So I'm past that. I'm not there. All right. I'm a man. All right. I'm past that. I'm not in that area of, oh man, I want to hit that, so I'm gonna put up with the bullshit. I'm not in that area. If we can't be a partnership, I don't want to. Why would I? It don't make sense. Why would you go get into any kind of relationship, any important relationship with an individual who you can't be a partner with? That don't make sense. So when I look at a female, I'm looking for somebody that could possibly be my partner. I'm looking at somebody that when I walk around with them, I could be proud to be walking around with them. That means that I don't want to be with people that don't know how to dress in public. I'm not knocking you. You can dress however you want to dress. I'm also not judging you, just so we can be clear. I'm just saying I don't want to be with a woman that's outside half naked. I have no interest in that. I just have no interest in it. I have no interest in, I know I date a lot of women with big boobs. I don't even like big boobs, fam. I like just regular size boobs. Let me get this light out of my eyes. Yeah, but generally speaking, like probably the last, no, she had little boobs. So with the exception of out of the last, because I don't want to, out of the last 10 women that I slept with, all of them had big boobs with the exception of two, with the exception of two. Last 10 women I slept with. So I don't even like big boobs, fam. But it's those are the only women that come and approach me. It'd be the confident ones. You understand? So it's usually just the big boob bitches. I'm just being honest with you. Chicks that those are the ones that approach me. I don't go school. I track. So that's why, because I don't want to, I'm going to say something, right? So a lot of you niggas get cheated on. You know why y'all get cheated on? Because she never wanted to be with you in the first place, fam. You're just a placeholder until she find the nigga that she really into. You're paying for shit and you get to have sex. You're paying for sex, and whenever she needs to have sex, you don't have to worry about you too tough. You a whole simp. You're probably not sleeping around on her. She knows it. She's sleeping around on you because she don't even want to be with you. And that is the number one reason why niggas got to stop going out there and chasing women. Number one reason. Because y'all getting cheated on because she never wanted you in the first place. She just didn't want to be alone. That's it. The relationship is completely different when the female shows interest first. I promise you. For the people that have never had that, for the people that have never had the woman show interest in them first, and then they get into the relationship with the woman that showed interest first, y'all don't get it. Y'all can't have a conversation with me about relationships. If a woman has never scooped you, fam, if a woman has never scooped you to the point where you probably don't even notice that she's interested in you, and she just say, nigga! Hey, get that shit straight. If you've never had that, you can't have a conversation with me about relationships. I don't care how long I've been single. It don't even matter. Don't even matter. And for the people that say that I'm lying, Kendra came on the show and actually talked about how I tried to scoop her, failed, and then she came back and got my number. It's on that video that I keep showing y'all. Don't worry, just BBN Kendra. BBNNETWORK, Kendra. It'll pop up.
Fans may disagree about.
I want to see some of those videos. So everyone, it's wrestling. I watch wrestling, fams. It's this video. I'll show you the video I'm talking about real quick, just so you can know. This video, October 18th, 2020. That video. My ex-girlfriend, fam. She don't have no obligation to me.
You know what I'm saying? You really gotta take care of yourself. And be around people who's gonna be good for you. You know, not everybody is good for you.
That's a fact.
If they're not trying to elevate you and lift you up and be tough when it's time to be tough. You're like, no, bro, you're not moving right.
Got a question.
You know what I mean?
Am I encouraging?
Yes, very. Very much so. Yep. Remember you calling me talking about, kid, what you want to do? Anything you want. Because you know me, I'm into gardening and things like that. So you know I want a garden and all that. Well, I have one, you know, with the house and all that. But he was like, what you want to do? I'm going to fund it. Whatever you need. Because, you know, just knowing me from the gate, you know, it's important that you know how to use your environment for what you need it for. So you need to be able to eat. So you need to know how to grow. grow crops.
That's a fact.
You know, even if it's off your windowsill.
That's a fact.
You know, I'm just, like I said, like what you put in, it comes out.
Oh, got a question.
You already know.
Got a question. Can you tell everybody about that time that we was driving and my brother and his girlfriend was in the back seat?
That or the restaurant?
Wait, which one? You can tell either. Oh no, don't tell the restaurant shit because that we talk about. But I want to tell the driving. Am I a good driver?
Yes, that you are a good driver. You are a good driver. a really good driver. It's not nothing. You ain't never get in no accident with me in the car.
Never.
You know, I trust you to get us from point A to point B in one piece. Remember that time with that old lady? Yo, I don't even remember where we were going.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was like the tortoise in the hair type situation. that lady was dumb behind us, and you was flying. Next thing you know, she cut us off. I'm like, what the heck? We both had to crack up in that one.
There was a lady driving. We passed them. We went mad miles.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the bitch in front of us. That shit was crazy. Lady Liberty said he gonna go spend some time with his woman now. She took one of those fucking Dukes of Hazzard shortcuts. She probably like jumped the ravine.
Yeah, we had some good times. Yeah, we had some more good times than bad.
I just want to say something real quick. Just want to say something. Oh man, I can't believe I stopped it with that facial expression. I want to say something real quick, and I want to be clear about this. How many niggas got an ex-girlfriend that is so willing to publicly raise them up? She came on my show and had nothing bad to say about me, only positive things. And all of the positive things she had to say were important positive things. Yo, Lakers, the haters was quiet as fuck, wasn't they? Because they couldn't lie. What you have to understand is she just refuted every lie the haters say about me. She literally told me she wanted to come. Niggas is talking crazy about you. She literally told me she wanted to come on the show. She refuted every lie that the haters say about me. And these are the same lies that the people in Coney Island believe. Just so we could be clear. She's black, by the way, also. Probably the last black woman I'm ever gonna date. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Y'all beautiful and everything, but the way that I get treated, I just don't feel comfortable. I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't feel comfortable. I love y'all. I think black women are the most beautiful women on the planet, bar none. And it might be close, just so we could be clear, with a couple of other nationalities, but in the totality, I think black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. I just want to be clear about that. But I want a wife. I don't want an independent woman. I don't want a queen. Because that, first of all, that could mean two different things. I don't want none of that. I want a wife. I don't think our community make wives. I also don't think our community make husbands. Just so we can be clear. Thank you, Lakers. She refuted every single lie. Every lie. She refuted it. They tried to tell people I touch little kids. She got 2 daughters. When I met her, her youngest daughter was like 4 or something like that. I don't even think she was in school yet. The fuck are you talking about? You're just making up shit because people will believe anything negative. She refuted every lie. And the imaginary lie that I can't fight and I'm a sucker. She refuted that one also. She's been places with me. Just so we could be clear. Imagine your ex-girlfriend, you minding your business. Your ex-girlfriend see people talking crazy, hit you up, and like, who the fuck is these people? And I'm like, well, is this niggas lying? You want to come on the show and talk about it? Absolutely. My daughter also came on at one point. I just don't know where that video is at. My daughter also came on at one point and refuted everything that they said about her. They told people that I touched my daughter, fam. My daughter was like, what? She said, you are ready. Fam, when Kendra met me, I was not who I am now. She domesticated me. She domesticated me. I know Bertha Taylor tried. She tried her hardest. But I was just coming out of so much trauma that there was not just but so much she could do. And at that point, you know, my family they're not for me. They're just not for me. All right? And when I say family, I'm talking about my father and I'm talking about my oldest brother specifically. They just not for me. They manipulate everybody else in my family to do weirdo shit to me all the time. So that's why I just say my family. But the other people aren't bad people. They just be believing these lying ass niggas. So Kendra domesticated me. I was literally like just a wild animal. I can't explain this enough. See, I'm like this. We'll go places and I'm just in protection mode. So I was like really overprotective. Like really overprotective. So you heard what she said. She ain't never not feel safe with me. Never. She said that. It's in the video. Go check it out. I'd even show y'all so y'all can go look at the video if you want, because you know people gonna say I'm lying. There go the video right there. That's the name of it. Go check it out if you want. I ain't got a cat. Said she ain't never feel not safe with me. See, when I'm by myself and I'm alone, I could just walk away from shit. It's not that big of a deal. You understand? But that's how I am now. Even back then, I might want to, but if you don't let me walk away, then I'm gonna assume we about to fight 100% of the time. So once the argument ensues and I'm like, I'm out, and I try to walk away and niggas be wanting to stay arguing. I don't want to argue. Fam, we have me online fighting 4 niggas. And before you say I wasn't fighting 4 niggas, I'm in the Bronx. Niggas jump. Why niggas act like niggas don't jump? Why niggas act like the nigga that was standing in back of me ain't had the burn in the bag? When I'm fighting this nigga, the nigga in back of me got the burner. They just handed it to him in front of my face. He got another nigga over there, and there's another nigga over there. And I'm fighting. And I didn't get hit. Only time I got hit was when I fell. Why did I fall? Because them niggas was coming in for the jump, and I tripped. That's it. And that's online. You can see it for yourself. You can decide whatever you want with it, but you can see it for yourself. I promise you, them same niggas talking crazy about me, they would have split. And just so we could be clear, I'm the one that told the nigga let's go because I felt like he was following me. This wasn't a situation where a nigga just walked up to me. No, nigga, you following me, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? And he had the burner on him. He had to hand the shit to the other nigga so we could go. And that's on tape. I keep trying to tell you, these niggas that's sending these people to come try to get into a fight with me, they just want me to hurt those people so then they could go and they could try to get me arrested or something. That's it. That's all this is. That's all this is. Remember, the main weirdo ass nigga, know me. Well, not know me, but I worked with him for like a year. He used to work for my father. I worked for him for like a year. So that's if he knows me for working with him for about a year. He tries to tell people I knew him since childhood. I don't know that nigga. He's scared to death. I'll say his name. Zeke Black. He's scared to death. Nigga, I'm in Coney Island. I went to your father's funeral, nigga. I sent your daughter money on her birthday, nigga. Yeah, Kendra said he was lying. I don't know this nigga. But he's going all over social media telling people that he know me. I don't know this nigga. He going and telling all of these people that he know me. I don't know this nigga. I worked with him for a year. When he was still living in New York City, he kept talking about how he was gonna fuck me up. Nigga, you know where I live. What was that? Hold on, wasn't I saying that? Nigga, you know where I live. What are you talking about? You gonna fuck me up? You know where I live, nigga, pull up. That nigga ain't never pull up. Why? Because he's never gonna fight me. He gonna go try to convince other people to do it. Because he a fucking coward. I ain't gonna say he a coward. That's not fair. I don't think he a coward. But he's smart enough to know not to fight me. I don't think he's a coward. Just so we could be clear. I don't think he's a coward. We ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie on the nigga. Nigga, you a whole alcoholic. Your whole motor skills is fucked up. If I ever see you, I might literally kill you. Not even on purpose. But I hit hard, nigga. And I'm fast as fuck. So you're not even gonna see it coming. And you know how strong I am because we used to work moving and storage together. I'm way stronger than you. It ain't even close. It ain't even close. We used to work together, nigga. Remember? I'm the muscle. He just sending niggas to get lined up, fam. That's all. He a sucker. He is a sucker. He's sending niggas to get lined up. He a sucker. He a whole sucker. A whole bitch ass nigga. A BAN. When he lived in New York City, no. I don't want to do nothing with him at all that might ever bring anything. Me and him need to just see each other. I'm in Coney Island. Buy him a ticket, send him out here. Why don't you have those people that believe that you a tough guy buy you a ticket and send you out here? You know niggas in the neighborhood, they not gonna let nobody jump you or nothing like that. Also, I won't need to. I would never do anything with someone that I don't like that would bring them any kind of money. Just so we could be clear. I would never, Nick, just pull up. Just pull up. You're not going to pull up because after you get fucked up, you're not going to be able to explain it. This super tough guy. You ain't gonna pull up. Shout out to you though. Not a real shout out. That's why I say, yo, do what you gonna do. Do what you gonna do. Yo, y'all should have seen how pissed off he was when he saw Kendra. So the first time he saw Kendra, you had to see, like, this nigga was mad. Kendra's beautiful. And especially back then, Kendra was like, because, you know, obviously she's still beautiful. But this is, we talking 10, 15 years ago. You feel me? Nigga, I used to walk into every establishment with the baddest bitch in the house. I can't even explain that. Everywhere I used to go, I walked in with the baddest bitch in the house. It was just a different vibe, fam. Everywhere I went. Baddest, and she glowing. Because I'm constantly making sure that she in a good mood. I'm constantly I'm there for whatever the need is that she need. I'm there. I'm present. So she glowing. Everywhere we go, she glowing. Everywhere we go, women is watching us. Because when I walk in, my woman is happy, content. I don't have to talk to her 2 and 3 times because she knows that I know what I'm doing. And she knows that I have her best interest in heart. So I don't have to say nothing to her 3 and 4 times. She don't got to say nothing to me 3 or 4 times. Nope, Kendra was fine her whole life. I mean, I don't know about her whole life, but I seen pictures of her when she was like 20. Fine. I seen, she had some high school pictures. She was cute. She was cute. So, no, she's been top tier her whole life. Just so we could be clear. Her whole life. My brother Ray, the biggest hater I know other than my father, when he first saw her, he tried to convince her to leave me. The first time he saw her. My oldest brother, the first time he saw Kendra, tried to convince her to leave me. And I'm standing right there listening to this nigga. And I had to cut this nigga off. And she was like, I don't like this nigga. He don't like you. I said, I know. I told you he don't like me. I made a comment once about my dick being bigger than his in front of his baby mama. So probably he got a good reason. But he deserved that comment. Because he was being crazy at the moment. And we was arguing. Yeah. Just so we could be clear. And that shit hit him in the heart. Hit him in the heart. What up, Mike G? Hit him in the heart. That nigga was hurt. She was pretty. Kendra was pretty her whole life. Salute. Kendra was pretty her whole life. For real, for real. That's why you just look at niggas and shit. Niggas really talk crazy. Like, fam, maybe I just don't date everybody. Maybe I'm just more of an exclusive nigga. Maybe I'm the type of nigga that if I was dating you, you wouldn't have to worry about me cheating. Maybe I'm just the type of nigga that only thinks about one woman at a time. Maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just that. And all of the other things that you think you're seeing isn't even a thing. Maybe I just have morals, principles, and standards. Anyway, since we just bullshit, we ain't really talking about nothing. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I told y'all we was only going to be live for an hour. It's going on in 15 minutes. It's going to be 2 hours. I told y'all I was going to only be live for an hour. 15 minutes is going to be 2 hours. Anything else y'all guys want to discuss, put it in the chat. I'll shoot with it. We could shoot with it for a minute. I'm not in no big rush to go do anything or anywhere. The live might cut off in a minute, though. So the terrorists plowed through Bourbon Street.
A terrorist attack. It's all still under. First of all, we do know that the city of New Orleans was impacted by a terrorist attack. It's all still under investigation. You'll hear more after me. However, I have been in direct contact with the White House, with Governor Landry, and of course a unified command who is present here. What I'm asking,
Give me a second, Mike G.
are prayers for those who have lost their lives in the city of New Orleans due to this tragedy. In addition to that, I'm asking the public to stay clear of 8 blocks around Bourbon Street. Stay clear from Bourbon Street, 8 blocks around. Very active, and again, a unified command is in place right now. I'm going to ask Chief Kirkpatrick to give you an update. You're then going to hear from our agent in charge relative to the FBI. First of all,
just giving y'all update. Mike G says, why they trying to make black versus Puerto Rican thing in hip hop? No, it's not a black versus, well, yeah, they're doing it in hip hop, but it goes deeper than that, in my opinion. I think they just want to break up the I think they just want to separate black people from more minorities. I think, okay, so let's rewind for one moment. How do the Democrats generally get elected? They get elected by pretending like they're catering to the suffering of the underprivileged, right? The unrecognized, the people who don't have any representation. You know, like, these people don't have representation. I'm going to be their representation, right? So generally speaking, historically speaking, in America, who have those people been? The individuals which they clumped into that category is generally black people and Hispanic people and people of ethnicity, right? So basically, they can't control us no more because black and specifically Spanish people did what? We outwardly spoke against the Democratic Party, and people who speak Spanish specifically voted for Trump. So they need to break us up and have us arguing because that's how they control us. You understand? They need to break us up and have us arguing. So that's what this is about. And that's why I don't fuck with Lord Jamal. I don't know how into this this particular situation we could say that a Fat Joe is, because it might just be reactionary what he's doing, or he might be in on the play. I don't know. But that's why I don't fuck with Lord Jamal. Because I know what he's doing. It's just a distraction. That's it. Remember, this same conversation they were having like a year ago. And all of a sudden, it went away, right? It was a little bit more than a year ago. Could have been 2 years ago. Same conversation, and then it just went away. Go check and see when was the last time that Lord Jamal was bringing this up. I bet you they needed a distraction around that period of time. They needed for us to be distracted. So they want to distract us, and they want to make sure that our different ethnicities stay warring with each other. Because if black people stuck together, the things that we would be... Okay, so first of all, let's just, for argument's sake, hypothetically, right? So black people love to say that we're God's people, right? We're from the tribe of Judah, just so we can be clear. But we love to talk about how we're God's people, right? So one of the things that signifies God people, that signifies specifically the tribe of Judah is what? The lion, correct? What is a lion known for? Put it in the chat. We got Mike G in here. Mike G, what's a lion known for? Anybody else want to answer? But what is a lion known for? I'll give you a second. I'm about to say a thing. I give it a second because what the fuck? Because there's a time delay. There's a delay. So that's why I'd be like, I'm gonna give you a second because there's a delay. You feel me? So there's a delay when you get it after I said it, and there's a delay if you respond to when I receive it. So there's a delay. So that's why I'd be like, I'm gonna give it a second. Being the king. A lion is known for its roar. What other animal in the animal kingdom do we speak about their roar? So now, if we're the tribe of Judah, and a lion signifies the tribe of Judah, or indicates the tribe of Judah, or that's our avatar, I guess, right? And why would they do that? Our words have incredible power. It's not every person's word. It's people who are close to God. Everybody's words have power, just so we can be clear. But when you're close to God, that's the power that your words is having is the most highest power. That's why when you're close to God, you can make anything happen. So, why am I saying all of this? Why would you want a people that even if you outnumber them, they can call on their God and make anything happen? They just don't know it. So what would you want to do? You would obviously, you would want to keep them separate from each other. But I want to show you something else. Hold on. Y'all know who Puerto Ricans are? Because I don't think, all right, let me close some of these windows. I got a lot of windows open. Hold on. A lot of windows open. I want to see that later. A lot of windows open. I want to see that later. A lot of windows open. All right. Boom. Just close them. Windows. Give me a second. All right. So, who are the Puerto Ricans? I believe they're from the tribe. Wait. Hold on. I'm going to take it a little bit further since we kind of... Ephraim. Thank you. Ephraim, right? What is Ephraim's responsibilities? What the hell? Okay, whatever. There you go. Spread the message of God and the covenant of the nation. So hold on. According to the Bible, particularly the book of Deuteronomy, the tribe of Ephraim considered a leading tribe in the northern kingdom of Israel. Northern Kingdom, North America, Northern Kingdom of Israel was given the responsibility to spread the message of God and the covenant to the nations, essentially acting as a conduit to the gospel. So why would you want to keep Judah, who very close to the Most High, right? Words have power, right? Why would you want to let Judah get next to the conduit? Why would you want black people to be around and associating with the people that amplifies their power or amplifies the Most High's presence, or a conduit for the gospel? So I hope that didn't go over anybody's head. I hope that didn't go over anybody's head. And I hope you now understand why I don't like when people say that Puerto Ricans did not have anything to do with hip hop. Give unto Caesar's which is Caesar's, and to the Lord which is the Lord's. This is why they hate me. Now, for the people that's going to say I'm going crazy, once again, Puerto Ricans, conduit to the gospel. Tribe of Judah, American black people, indigenous black people of the Americas, the lion that roars. Bing Bang says, did I hear about the Joe Budden Bull? You talking about when he was caught like on somebody's ring cam naked or some shit like that? He was like naked and he was like on somebody's ring cam. Talking about that? Yeah, once again, distraction. Yeah. Andrews Ave, Sedgwick. I was just showing that whole neighborhood like 2 seconds ago, fam. You should have been here. I was just literally just showing the neighborhood. I dropped the map. I was literally just showing the neighborhood. All show earlier. You could rewind it. I was showing the Bronx. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Joe. Just being honest with you. I think a lot of shit that these guys do is all a show. They get paid for it. Just like these rappers get paid to do, when y'all be seeing these rappers, like, you know, shit happening to them and then all of a sudden it just go away. What the hell you think happened? They did a job. Like, you know, they did a job. They jobbed for the, that's a term, a wrestling term. Hold on. A professional wrestler who is frequently defeated by another wrestler, such as a main eventer, mid-carders, or low-carders. The act of losing is called jobbing. These guys is just jobbing, fam. It's just a job. That's it. It's just a job, fam. They get in trouble and then all of a sudden their trouble just disappear and go away. It's just a job, man. With that being said, I think I'm going to let y'all go. We need to get up out of here. I need to do a couple of things. We might stream some games later. Specifically, I'm thinking about doing Modern Warfare Call of Duty. And I'm thinking about doing Marvel Rivals. So if we stream it today, it's probably going to be Marvel Rivals, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or 2K. That's if we're streaming. But I might do, let me show you. So I know everybody, there's a lot of people that's, look at that should just be. Which control is that? All right. So I'm thinking I might do Fortnite today. I don't know. We might do Fortnite. We get some Fortnite players. Got like all the kids, they want to do Fortnite. So I might do Fortnite. But obviously in the future. So 2K, we might do 2K today. I'm going to play 2K today most likely at one point or another. But we might do 2K today. Might do some Modern Warfare. And we might do Marvel Rivals. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to get to where I could compete competitively on Marvel Rivals. I was just talking to one of my homies, and I was like, yo, man, I need some backups, man. I need you to learn how to play this game over here. And we're going to see what happens. With that being said, yo, look, I love y'all. Go out into the world. Do something worth doing, fam. Like I promise you, most of these people, they're living in such lies that when you tell your truth, they think you delusional. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas is living in complete lies. They living in shit that ain't even real. Put it like this. How would you feel if you was me and people was literally walking around thinking shit was true about you that was not true? You would feel like they not living in reality, right? And they're going to feel like you're not living in reality, right? Because they believe things that aren't true. And, you know, you're looking at them believing things that aren't true. So I personally don't live in reality. I mean, I live in reality, but other people, the people that come around me apparently don't. They just... So, it is what it is, fam. What you gonna do? It's like, what you gonna do, fam? So, oh, funny story. Let me say something real quick. So, something happened recently in Coney Island, and this is actually, I don't know, take it however you want to take it. But something just recently happened in Coney Island with me, and I'm kind of a little confused. So, ever since I lived here, the hate that black women gave me is just astronomical is the only word I could think of. I'm just being honest with you. But, like, for some strange reason, the last couple of days, I've been seeing them be, like, super nice. I'm suspicious. I don't know what this is for. I'm not mad. Thank you for stop being an asshole. I don't know no other way to put it. I don't know why y'all stopped being an asshole. Some of y'all still are. But I don't know why the ones that stop. I don't have the slightest idea. I think it's suspicious. And now I trust y'all even less. I'm just saying what it is. Because y'all hated me for no reason. Now all of a sudden you don't hate me? It sounds like a trap. I'm just being honest with you. I'm going to give the best way I could try to explain this is I can't even get into a conversation with a black woman in Coney Island. Because every single thing I say, they just immediately think that I'm arguing in some manner or something. Or I'm doing something I'm not doing. So I don't talk to them. Y'all beautiful. A lot of y'all. Coney Island got some of the beautifulest, most beautiful women in New York City. And New York City has some beautiful women. I just want to be clear on this. I don't want no one to think that I'm like, these are beautiful women. No, this is Coney Island, fam. I'm talking about my personal experience. How you going to tell me about something? How you going to tell me about my personal experience? When I go other places, I do not get this treatment from black women at all. Like, not even close. All right? So I don't know about your experience, but my personal experience is this is the thing that I go through in Coney Island. All right? I'm not saying it doesn't happen other places. I'm saying when I go other places, people freaking treat me 180. What up, McNasty? Yeah, when I'm other places outside of Coney Island, black women treat me, generally speaking, really well. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. I'm not saying that. Because we have our men suffer from certain types of demons or curses, and our women suffer from certain types of curses. So I'm saying that to say that I'm going to talk about the curse that the women suffer from, and I'm acknowledging that black men also suffer from curses also. All right, and these curses was handed down from the Most High. Because whenever we're not doing what God wants us to do, he curses us. That's why no matter how terrible these people treat me, no matter how many lies these people throw out there about me, no matter how much these people they're actively trying to get me killed. And I need for you to understand this. They're actively trying to get people in Coney Island to kill me. They've been doing that since I moved here. Zeke Black is actively, and he has been this whole time, trying to get me killed. This is a fact. So I want to be clear about something. The treatment that I get in Coney Island I don't hate you women. Not at all. Not even a little. But I'm going to say without a shot, I don't think, because of the treatment I got from black, I don't think I could ever date a black woman. I don't even look at y'all and see attractiveness anymore. Like, even the attractive ones, I don't see that no more. Like, I don't see that. I don't like that this is what it is, but I don't see that. It don't matter how attractive you are. That's the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't even matter to me. Because all I can see is how I've been treated. That's all I can see. And the way I've been treated, I wouldn't treat the worst person in the world that way. I mean, let me just reiterate. Unless you did something like grape of anyone, or I don't know, poison someone, because that's evil, poisoning people. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of many things. But you know, I'm assuming that they are some. So, that's just not something that's going to happen. I'd rather die. Hand to God. With that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. I pray that none of you, I pray that the blessings that God gives you don't cause for people to become jealous. I pray that the blessings that God give you don't cause for people to want to destroy you. I pray that. Because that's basically literally why everybody hates me. Because I get blessings from God. So. Absolutely. I'd rather die than date a black woman. That's a fact. They've treated me that bad. Hand to God. I wish every black woman all of the success in the world. I literally think that y'all the most beautiful women on the planet. But I can't do it. And this doesn't even have to deal with the fact that we don't teach our women to be wives. We teach our women to be independent, and we teach our women to be boss bitches. And both of those things is teaching the girl to not be able to be a wife. Because you can't be being independent and be a wife. And you can't be a boss bitch and be a wife. Those things don't work. You understand? You can't be that. You understand? Not to your husband. Not to the man that you with. You can't be a boss bitch to the man that you with. You understand? Like, one of the most beautiful things about Kendra, besides, she's just a beautiful woman. She's black. But one of the most beautiful things about Kendra, and the thing that I still to this day miss, is that she was extremely organized. Extremely organized. I'm not so organized. So that's the type of thing that fits with me. You understand what I'm saying? She has a thing that she does really well, and it works for me. You understand? So I'm looking, that's the type of shit I'm in search of. I don't care about the fucking BBLs. I don't even like BBLs, fam. I'm just being honest with you. I don't even like BBLs. I'm not that nigga. I don't need for you to have big boobs and a fat ass. I need for you to be nice on the eyes to me. I need for you to be a loyal person. I'm not talking about being loyal to me, a loyal person. I need for you to be intelligent. And I need for you to be a person that we could work together and we could do things together and there not be an argument. We could, even if there's a disagreement. That's the type of shit I need. That's just not the type of shit that we put in our community. That's not the type of shit that we're teaching the boys in our community, nor the girls in our community. We're not teaching any of that to our children. Azazu says, BBN, the real problem is that they never been told they're wrong for anything, so they're literally off their own kids and say she was just going through something. Y'all can't judge her. I think it's a lot deeper than that, because the men in our community got their own issues and problems also. And I'm saying that being as a person that I had to correct myself in my life for some of the characteristics or mannerisms I might have had at one point or another that I had to get rid of because it didn't serve me any further. I think that's the big thing. I think that people don't get rid of shit that don't serve them anymore, for the most part. I think that's a bigger issue. And I think that women, the only one that's not telling women that they're wrong are other women. I think women keep women single. If I meet a woman and I find out she got like 5 or 6 friends, like that she hang out with all the time, that's not for me. Kendra had a couple of friends, but she didn't have friends like that. You understand? So your wife shouldn't have a ton of friends. Your husband shouldn't be outside all the time neither. But the difference is, men, we encourage, we might make jokes and shit, but we're going to remind you about your wife and your girlfriend through jokes or through something else, and in a positive way. Women sit around and talk about why you should lead a nigga or cheat on a nigga or some shit like that. We don't really do that. The only ones of us that do that is the ones that, I'm sorry to say this, was raised by single moms. Those are the only niggas I know that do that. The niggas that were not raised by single moms, like even if we sitting around talking about chicks in a minute that chicks probably don't want to be talked about, we're not bashing them. We're not talking about them like they have no value. Women, and I'm not saying black women, I'm saying women in general, in this day and age, any ethnicity, as long as they're American, they love talking about how men ain't necessary. They love talking about how we don't need men. They love talking about how men ain't shit. They love it. BBN the real, wait, what you said? Nah, men don't tell black women they wrong. Think about how many times your male friends took a woman. No, I don't know who your friends are, but my friends tell women that they're wrong. I don't know what kind of niggas you be around, but I'm not around betas. I don't get along with betas. The only people that don't tell women they wrong is betas. I don't have no beta friends. You see how outspoken I am? I don't have no beta friends. None. Like, probably almost ever. My niggas tell people that they wrong if need be. We ain't on that type of time, fam. I don't know about most black men is what I'm trying to explain to you. The black men I know don't do that. The black men I know is calling you out. You just gonna have to be mad. Yes, there are a lot of betas running around. I had some betas on the page the other day talking about my sex life. Imagine men sitting around talking about another man's sex life for hours. Somebody sent me a clip. I was like, I'm assuming it was for hours. Because I played it, and then I fast forwarded and played it a little bit more, and they were talking about the same thing. I'm like, these are a chat room full of men talking about my dick, fam. Shout out to BX Rich. I'm going to say that again. A chat room full of men talking about my dick. That's some of the most beta behavior I've ever heard. I can't tell you I've ever sat around and talked about another nigga dick. So, there are a lot of betas out there. I've never seen that shit. And they were proud about it too. Like, they were proud to be talking about my dick. Proud. I don't know. I must be somebody other than who I think. I think I'm just me. You understand what I'm saying? But the way shit happens around me, I'm like, I must be more important than I think I am. I had a chat room of niggas talking about my dick. Just let that marinate in your head for a minute. Let that marinate in your head for a minute. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. We're going to get up out of here. I've never heard anyone talk about Tommy Sotomayor's Johnson, but I mean, some people will do anything, fam. I have no idea. Some people will do anything. And the wild part is, I don't like Tommy Sotomayor's delivery, but I think he be right about a lot of the shit that he say. I don't like his delivery, though. But I'm not one of those people that's going to discount what you're saying because I don't like your delivery. That's insane. But I think sometimes, I think he's gotten better over the years. I think he's gotten better over the years. But, no. I think his commentary was often more destructive than constructive, if that's fair. He has an OnlyFans? Wait, is he having sex on his OnlyFans? No, I didn't say it didn't happen. You just put me on to some information I didn't have. Is he having sex on his... I'm not going to his OnlyFans. And if anybody send it to me, you blocked. Is he having sex on his OnlyFans? Fannie Willis. She's probably going to jail. Fannie Willis is probably going to end up going to jail. I need for y'all to understand something. Do y'all understand how many crimes these Democrats have been committing over the last 4 years? Almost everything they did to Trump is prosecutable. It's short, the short version. The long version. You know how many people are going to end up going to jail because of all of this January 6th bullshit? Yeah, he was caught nude on his neighbor's. I don't know what to do with that. I think that's just a distraction. And she should go to jail. Fannie Willis should 100% go to jail. Fannie Willis should go to jail. Whoever that prosecutor was that left the Department of Justice and came up here to New York and then got the case against Trump, they need to see if they could send him to jail. Every single one of these mayors that's talking about they're going to go against ICE and not let the freaking migrants be deported, they all need to go to jail. And in addition to that, any non-official or person, independent of who they are, that tries to get in the way of ICE doing their job, they should go to jail. Even if that's just a regular citizen. Send them to jail. And for the politicians, I think it should be treason. And I think you should line them up and kill them. I think that there needs to be an example made. I think there needs to be a firing squad and a pay-per-view. Just my opinion. No bag over their face either. That's what I think. Line them all up. Every last one of these people that's running these cities saying that they're going to prevent ICE from doing their job, treason. Line them up, shoot them. Pay-per-view. Take the pay-per-view money from the cities that actually paid. Send about send about 80 to 85% of those monies back to those cities and back to those towns. Send it directly back to like the area code or whatever. Not the area code, the zip code. Wait, Yeah, the zip code, and for funding. And the only reason why the government should take 15 or 20% is to just pay for whatever they got to pay for to do the thing. That's what I think they should do. Line them up, firing squad. These Democrats also, what's that chick name that's always arguing with Marjorie Taylor Greene? Look into her. She might need to be going to jail too. Make sure she's not doing nothing corrupt. I really dislike her. Send her to jail. How's she going to say Marjorie Taylor Greene is bad built? Bitch, you don't even work out. Marjorie Taylor Greene got freaking workout. She had a freaking a garage with her workout equipment in it, and she go live working out. She doing real workouts. Who really bad built body, bitch? And for somebody that's gonna make fun of the fact that she blondes her hair, you get motherfucking break. You get extensions. What the hell are you talking about? Who the hell is Angela? Her name's not Angela. So what the hell are you talking about? Not you. I mean, the chick. You making fun of her talking about she's bleach blonde. Bitch, you get extensions. Black women get wigs and everything else. All women, just so we could be clear, all women get wigs and everything else. What are you talking about? Angela Rye? I can't, no, not her. I can't stand her. Stanton King? I'm talking about politician. Hold on. Who said that Marjorie Taylor Greene has a bleach blonde bad body bitch? Jasmine Crockett. Let's go look at her for a second. This chick. You notice how she is only taking shots of her face? She's cute. In these photos, she's cute. She's not always cute, by the way, but she's cute in these photos. We ain't gonna play with it. Well, how are you saying anybody? How are you talking about anybody's body, though, ma'am? We all know why she got to sit like that. Because if she sat the other way, her stomach could poke out. How are you talking about bitches' bodies, ma'am? Look at the stomach, just like I told you. Just like I told you. Look at the stomach. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just so we can be clear. There's nothing wrong with a woman having a little bit of pouch. She's calling somebody a bad bitch body built, bad built, whatever the fuck she said. So hold on. Let's look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't feel like spelling her name out. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay. Now, she's 100% not cute. Just so we can be clear. I am not a fan of her face. She's not ugly, but I'm not a fan of her face. She's just way too masculine for me. Just so we can be clear. And her arms look at her fucking hands. It look like them bitches better not box. Look how big her hands is, man. I'm gonna take it a little step further though. I just want to show y'all. She says she's a bad bitch, bad built body. She says she has a bad built body. She has a bad built body. Her. Cause somebody explain to me how she's built bad. Yeah, I don't know why you putting all of these devils into my chat, but I'm gonna remove them. I'm not kicking you, but nobody's gonna be able to see your comment because you're putting all of those devils in the damn thing. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna remove the comment. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if they got some workout videos real quick, because he said that she has a
This is how to get in shape fast.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these. You might think this would take years.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of those lawmakers, some negative themselves working out. So there are two issues at play here, Brett. Issue number one is what I already.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Watch at Leaps.
I want to know how this bitch is built bad.
Then I don't know why she has to hop and then drop it. Like
now they're trying to make fun of her. Post humiliating video of herself failing to do push-ups. Pull-ups.
Humping the air.
See, now this shows you just how stupid these people are. Y'all know about that lacrosse fit thing, right? Fit training, right? Hold on. Watch. Let me show you something. This is what I mean by these people make fun of shit that they don't know what they talking about. Y'all laugh with them. But in reality, they're ignorant and they don't know what they talking about. Butterfly pull-ups. Fucking song, I'm about to get hit by YouTube. I'm just gonna make them delete the song, whatever. But look. Now look at this chick. Look at them make fun of her for doing the thing the right way.
I don't know why she has to hop and then drop it. Like, I hope she doesn't live in an apartment. This is what I'm she humping the air? Why are her legs
so
forward?
Apparently that's what's known as a butterfly pull-up. And to me it looks like, you know, somebody who can't do a whole lot of the normal type pull-ups doing a different, less disciplined method so they can get a few more in. But apparently this is a method. I don't know why they're called butterfly pull-ups because I've never seen any butterfly in my life look like that.
I don't know. I sort of get it. Doesn't it look as regal and majestic? As
what makes you think either which one of these two people know anything about fucking exercise?
Yeah, it's like a caterpillar falling out of a tree.
Kimpool, I'm really sorry that I didn't do enough CrossFit research before commenting on Mark.
No, you're not sorry, because you're willfully ignorant. You were not sorry, bitch. Shut up. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that Crockett chick at all. Not at all. The Democrats are always gaslighting. I don't listen to nothing they say, and I always assume whatever they saying, I assume the opposite is true. With that being said, I do gotta go. It's going on 11 o'clock. We gotta get up out of here. I love y'all. Everybody have a blessed day. Go out there into the world and do something worth doing, and then stamp God's name on it. Like, comment, subscribes. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.
Hey! Is the noon train on time?
Supposed to be. Yeah.